Folks, in my 20 years in the league, I've never seen anything like this. What's unfolding right now is nothing short of extraordinary, something that could redefine the entire landscape of the NFL in 2026. I've been on the inside, digging through layers of intel, tracking whispers from front offices, intercepting signals from agents, and analyzing every detail of the swirling rumors. And let me tell you, what I'm about to reveal could shake the very foundation of the league. This is not a drill. This is real. There's a secret so big, so explosive, that it's being kept under lock and key, but trust me, when the truth comes out, it will make headlines across the globe. Stay tuned, because what I'm about to share might just be the biggest story of the offseason, and it's happening right now. Now, I know what you're thinking. How can this possibly be true? Who could it involve? And more than that, why would such a move even be considered? Well, I've got the inside scoop, and I'm going to dissect every little detail, every nuance of this story, because it involves a player and a team that are about to make history. So if you're a true NFL fanatic, if you crave the insider secrets, the behind-the-scenes truth, then buckle up. You're about to get the full story, one that's going to blow your mind. But first, let's get real for a second. This isn't some baseless rumor. I've been around this league long enough to sense when something's truly special. And what I've uncovered points to a seismic shift that could involve Kobe Turner, the rising star defensive end from the Los Angeles Rams, and the Cleveland Browns, a franchise desperate to elevate their defensive front and reclaim their rightful place among the NFL's elite. And here's the deal. Pay close attention, because what I'm about to lay out is just the tip of the iceberg. There are layers beneath layers, and I promise you, what's coming next will leave you breathless. This isn't just a rumor, it's a carefully orchestrated chess move, and the pieces are falling into place as we speak. Let's start by talking about the Cleveland Browns. Everyone knows their recent history, years of promise, flashes of greatness, but ultimately a roller coaster of disappointment. Since their return in 1999, the Browns have been plagued by inconsistency, coaching upheaval, and a defense that, despite flashes of brilliance, Myles Garrett, Denzel Ward, has often been their Achilles heel. Last season, finishing 5-12 was a step back, a season marred by injuries, coaching staff changes, and a persistent gap in pass rush production. Their weaknesses are glaring. They lack a consistent game wrecker on the edge who can dominate from the inside out, especially in clutch moments. Their pass rush, outside of Garrett, struggles to generate the pressure needed to disrupt elite quarterbacks like Mahomes, Allen, or Rodgers. Film study has shown the Browns' pass rush to be predictable at times, too reliant on blitzes, too often unable to collapse the pocket against well-coached offensive lines. Analytics confirm this. Their sack percentage sat at around 6.2% last season, well below league averages, and their pressure rate was inconsistent, a glaring issue when trying to contain high-powered offenses. Their defensive line needs a game-changer, a force capable of commanding double teams, freeing up other rushers, and creating chaos in the backfield. Now, what is the perfect solution? What could transform this defense from mediocre to dominant? The answer is simple but profound. A player who combines power, speed, technique, and relentless pursuit. Someone who can be the cornerstone of the front seven, a true difference maker. And that's where Kobe Turner comes into play. Who is Kobe Turner, really? Well, this guy is the type of talent NFL scouts dream of. Born in 1999, he's only 26, but he plays with a seasoned veteran's mindset. Standing 6'2" and tipping the scales at 288 pounds, Turner is built like a tank, remarkably similar in physique and style to Aaron Donald, an interior disruptor who's quick, powerful, and relentless. His college days at Richmond and Wake Forest molded him into a versatile lineman capable of both interior pressure and outside containment. In 2025, Turner cemented his reputation as one of the league's top interior pass rushers. Finishing with 55 pressures, 5th overall in the NFL, and 40 quarterback hurries, second only to the league's elite, this guy was a nightmare for quarterbacks. Among interior linemen, he boasted a PFF grade of 83.1, ranking 6th nationally. His ability to generate pressure without blitzing makes him a defensive MVP type, someone who can win one-on-one matchups repeatedly. His film highlights explosive first steps, hand techniques that shed blockers, and the stamina to sustain relentless pursuit. His bull rush is disruptive, his swim moves sneaky and effective, and his ability to diagnose plays pre-snap gives him an edge against even the most seasoned offensive lines. He's got a knack for batting down passes at the line, showing outstanding awareness and instincts. Plus, his leadership, serving as a captain for the Rams, speaks volumes about his locker room influence. Statistically, he's improving fast. In his rookie year, he led all rookie defenders with 9 sacks, earning NFL Defensive Rookie of the Month in December 2023 and a spot on the PFWA All-Rookie team. Over 3 seasons, he's amassed 18 sacks, 57 tackles, and a handful of game-changing plays. Last season, he was hampered by an injury that knocked him out in the NFC Championship game, an injury that's being carefully managed, and sources suggest he's entering 2026 healthier and hungrier than ever. The league's buzz, Turner is on the cusp of superstardom. And here's the kicker, his next contract is projected at around $100 million over 4 years. The Rams are aware he's about to explode, and rival teams are monitoring his every move. Now here's where the story gets even more explosive. I've spoken to insiders, front office sources, agents close to Turner, and league scouts, and the intel is staggering. The Cleveland Browns are making a legit push to acquire Kobe Turner. Not just flirtations or gossip, but serious talks that have moved beyond the mere interest phase. Why? Because the Browns see Turner as the missing piece, someone who can elevate their defense into a true top-tier unit capable of competing at the highest level. Imagine the logistics. Cleveland's front office, led by GM Andrew Berry, knows that to beat Kansas City, Buffalo, Miami, or Jacksonville, they must get disruptive on the line. Turner fits the mold perfectly, youthful, durable, proven. His contract situation makes him even more appealing. He's in the final year of his rookie deal, cap hit under $1.5 million, but negotiations for an extension are already underway. The Browns might see this as a low-cost, high-reward gamble, one that could pay dividends in the postseason and beyond. But how would this trade happen? Well, that leads us into the mechanics, the how of this potential blockbuster. I've analyzed possible compensation packages, and here's what I believe could be in play. Cleveland might be offering a first-round pick, likely their no. 6 overall, and maybe a young player or a late-round pick to secure Turner. The Rams, needing to rebuild their defensive line and capitalize on Turner's rising star status, would consider this a fair deal, especially with a future extension in place. Cap-wise, the Rams could absorb some salary or perhaps include additional draft capital to sweeten the pot. The Browns, with multiple picks and cap space this offseason, could maneuver easily. The key for Cleveland is to lock Turner in for the long term at a team-friendly deal, possibly a 4-year, $110 million contract, aligning with their aggressive rebuilding strategy. And who wins? The Rams get a solid draft asset while reallocating cap space. The Browns secure a game-changer for their front 7, a player who can immediately influence games and bring a new level of intensity. The NFL as a whole. Well, this kind of trade could shake the league's balance of power, especially if Turner lives up to his potential and becomes the anchor of Cleveland's defense. But let's talk fit. How does Turner match the Browns' scheme? Cleveland's defense, under the yet-to-be-named defensive coordinator, leans heavily on versatility and relentless pressure. Turner's ability to play inside and outside aligns perfectly with their multiple front schemes. He can collapse the pocket from the interior, freeing up edge rushers like Myles Garrett, or even shift outside if needed. His athleticism and size make him a threat on third downs, in clutch moments, and in run-stopping situations. Comparison? Think of a mix between Aaron Donald's disruptive prowess and Chris Jones' interior power. Turner brings both elements. Best-case scenario. He develops into a perennial Pro Bowler and Defensive Player of the Year candidate. Worst case? He's a high-level edge presence who provides immediate impact, transforming the Browns into one of the league's most feared defenses. Either way, his addition would be a franchise-altering move. Now, what about the risks? Well, there's always the possibility that Turner's injuries resurface or that he doesn't adapt immediately to Cleveland's system. But the scouting reports? They're glowing. This guy has the mentality, the physical tools, and the resolve to succeed anywhere he goes. So what's the final verdict? As a scout, I see this as a game-changing move, one the Browns should pursue aggressively. Turner's potential outstrips most other interior defenders in the league. His style is made for the modern NFL, fast, fierce, relentless. If Cleveland pulls the trigger, they're not just making a smart move, they're making a statement that they're serious about ending decades of frustration and returning to the top. Watch this space, because this deal isn't just talk. It's happening behind closed doors, and when it drops, it will send shockwaves across the league. The countdown has begun, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Stay locked in, because the next chapter is being written in real time. The NFL's landscape is about to shift, and Kobe Turner could be the name that defines this new era. What's coming next will outdo anything you've seen, so keep your eyes peeled because the best is yet to come.